Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Why are you not smiling?
Because because me, I want to stay like that.
You don't want to smile?
Mm-mm.
But you have to smile when you look at the camera. Why not?
Because I want to stay like that for smiling.
You don't want to stay smiling?
Mm-mm.
But why?
Because
Mm-hmm.
I because I'm not going to able to swim when I don't have floaters.
So you're refusing to smile because you can't swim? Because you don't have floaters? Okay. Can you allow mommy to record a little bit and then we'll continue later? Okay, say bye to everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
See you later.
See you later.
Smile. Okay. Hi again. Welcome to Parent Tips. I've been getting both positive feedback and developmental feedback from you guys. So I'm really happy that you are engaging with us. A few of you have told me that they feel I can improve on my video quality, on my content delivery, and I really appreciate that feedback from you. I will do my best to grow along the way. And then there's those of you who really appreciate what we're doing, who really find the content relevant and relatable. And I thank you too for that. So keep encouraging us, keep visiting our pages on social media, Parent Tips KE on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and keep giving us feedback, keep asking us questions. So today's question was from one of our followers, and she asked, how can we protect our children from sexual abuse in this day and age? Because it's happening a lot. And that question is totally familiar to me because I have children, and these are conversations we have frequently around the house. I have a teenager, I have an 8-year-old, and I have a 4-year-old. So you can imagine we are having that conversation at different levels for each of them. But I felt that was a very important thing to talk about today, and to try and encourage us parents out there to find a balance between caution and paranoia. It's easy to be extremely paranoid and close your children away, from relating with other people, but it's possible to be cautious and set boundaries around specifically people they hang around and places they go to sleep. And today I want to target one area of how we can protect children, and that's sleepovers. We grew up going for sleepovers everywhere. We're hanging out with our cousins, our friends. We just, after closing school, would be shipped and we would go places for sleepovers. Today, it's not that easy to do because people have changed, family values have changed. Some people have become so busy they don't have time to watch over the children at the home. And so for me personally, I'm very cautious about where my children go for sleepovers. My teenager doesn't go for sleepovers anywhere unless it's my sister's house. And the reason why is because my sister is 10 times more meticulous than I am regarding boundaries and sexual boundaries. She does not entertain any cheekiness of any manner. And so I allow my daughter to go there, and I feel safe for her in that environment. However, with my 8-year-old, I seem to be even more cautious because out of the many friends she has, there are very few that I can allow her to go and sleep over with. That is because when I allow my children to go and sleep over somewhere, it needs to be with a family that I believe shares the same values as I in terms of sexual boundaries, and shares the same practices in terms of caution, in terms of who they leave their kids with, in terms of who they allow into their home, in terms of sometimes even the ages and the sexes of their children who are older than the friends of my children. So such things are the things I consider. It would be very difficult for me to send my 8-year-old to sleep over at a house with her friend who has maybe an older brother, or an older brother who is 12 or 13 or 11, you know, just older than her. Because I feel, in my view, that would be a better place for her to go visit and then come back home. With the younger one, of course, even more careful, because I'm still teaching her some of these boundaries. But please, guys, when you send your kids out for sleepovers, please, 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 please be careful where you send your children. When you invite relatives to come over and stay at your place, remember, a great percentage of these child sexual abuse cases happen with relatives and with family friends, because for you to take advantage of a child, they must know you and they must trust you. So please be careful where you send your children to go and sleep over. Make sure that the parents in that home are as careful as you are about protecting children. You know, sometimes you can send your child to a place and the parents are never there. They just leave them to the caregivers or to the brothers and cousins and uncles who are around. Be very careful about that, whether it's a boy or a girl. Secondly, be very careful who you allow into your home to come for sleepovers and to come for visits, especially when you're not there. You know, brothers, cousins. I'm not trying to make you hate your relatives or keep them away. I'm just bringing the reality to you that a great percentage of child sexual abuse happens with people the children know. So I'm not even looking at the strangers out there who kidnap children, whatever. I'm actually looking within, you know, the safe spaces that we think, this is my home and my home is 100% child friendly. That may not be the case. Please watch who you invite into your homes. Please watch where you send your children to sleep. And if they have to not go for sleepovers and instead visit their friends and come back home, please, if you have to do that, please do it. Because not only are we talking about female children being abused, there's also a lot of male children being abused. And so let's not assume that because we have boys, then we can be freer with them. There's a lot of sexual abuse happening among boy children also. And so I hope this information has been helpful. Next week, I'll be talking about some of the specific ways we can teach our children, depending on their age, about how to protect themselves from sexual abuse, how to detect sexual abuse, and how to get out of risky situations where they feel that sexual boundaries are being broken. And so I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Keep giving us feedback, keep commenting, keep talking to us, and we will be eternally grateful. Thank you for your time. Cheers.